Hello, everybody. It's Zach here from RealEstateLicenseWizard.com. Today, we're going over another one of our practice real estate exam questions. Now, if you're new here, here's what we do. We just post a new question every Monday through Friday. It's as simple as that. If you have any questions you want me to cover, comment the question down below or send us an email with a question. Now, this series is perfect for anyone preparing for the real estate exam, so make sure to click that like button and subscribe. That way, you're fully prepared coming exam day. Anyways, let's jump right into it. So today's question has to deal with closing. So the question is a little bit of a long one, but it's straight to the point at the very end. So let's take a look at it. The question states, during your time as an agent, you will run into many different types of people from areas across the world. Closing is called many names depending on which region of the US you are from. Which of the following is not a legal name for closing? And it gives us four options. Is it A, settlement and transfer, B, exchange and transfer, C, passing papers, or D, closing? So as always, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to pause here, think it over, while you guys come up with the explanation and the answer on your own. So here's some time for you guys. All right, so hopefully you guys came up with the correct answer. The correct answer for this one is B, exchange and transfer. There's no such thing as that. Now, it's important to highlight this because closing is known by many names. And you're going to have clients that are coming from different states or moving from different areas, and they might use the different terminology, so you need to be familiar with it. And it's super important because, again, uh, it's a legal term, so you can't. If you're caught using like the wrong term or maybe a term that doesn't even exist, um, it's going to look really unprofessional for you. Again, they really want you to be familiar with all the real estate terms that an agent is going to be using, from a day-to-day basis. So again, the wrong, the not, the non-legal term for closing would be exchange and transfer. That doesn't exist. Settlement and transfer, check that off. Passing papers, check that off. And closing. Those are all examples of closing. And of course, the textbook's name for closing is closing. So if you are in one of those areas where everybody calls it passing papers or settlement and transfer, don't feel obligated that you have to call it that. Of course, you could just call it closing to create no confusion. Because again, if you're meeting with clients who might not be from that region or something like that, and you use the term settlement and transfer or passing papers, they might be confused. So again, use the term closing because that is the textbook name for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So just know which terms are legal. Of course, that would be settlement, transfer, passing papers, and closing. And of course, my professional opinion would be to use closing as much as possible. But don't use anything other than those three. Again, don't, because that would create a legal issue potentially if you're speaking on the record and you're using wrong terminology and stuff like that. So a little bit of a weird question. I don't think we've had one kind of like this, but it's important to know, again, because real estate, even if you live in a small town, you're going to interact with people from all across the US and sometimes all across the world. So you have to be prepared for that and, fully understand all the terminology that goes with it, especially if it's a legal term. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. If you guys like this video, please like it. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Zach from RealEstateLicenseWizard.com. Make today magical.